아이고, 그래서 참. The water to a red horse, uh, horse woman. A boy was standing next to the woman's chair. Do you feel better, Mom? The boy asked. Much better, Robbie. Ronnie. His mother said. Thank you, doctor. Blaming. The man said, looking down at the head plant over the pocket his on his white jacket. He stood up. Come on, Ronnie. Let's get some lemonade. He said to her son. Thank, thanks again, Dr. Fleming. No problem, the doctor said. He glanced, glanced up at Mr. Houseway and the three kids. Who's the patient? He asked me. Pink said. The doctor pointed to to two folding chairs. But see, please, there were no other chair in the tent. We will wait outside, Mr. Hasway said. He guided Josie and the Rose to the tent opening. Be a brave little man, Dink. Josie teased. Dink stuck his tongue at, out at Josie. 이렇게 한 거죠. tongue. His tongue out at Josie. Then sit down. Your name is Dink? The doctor asked. He pulled the two thin rubber gloves from a box, slipped them onto his hands. Dink nodded. It's a nickname. He said, my real name is Donald David Duncan. The doctor sat in the chair opposite, I think. He, he touched it. He touched the small bump on Dink's forehead. How did this happen? He asked. Dink told the doctor how he fell off the carousel and showed him the red scafe on his arm. Does it hurt? The doctor asked. Dink nodded. A little, especially I twisted. When I twist it. Don't twist it, the doctor said. Just then a police officer took his head inside the tent. Excuse me, doctor. The officer said, did you see anyone run by your tent a few minutes ago? No, I was pretty busy, Dr. Fleming said. What's the problem? Someone grabbed Penelope Queen's diamond pendant. The cop said, Miss Queen might be able to identify the thief. So we're stopping everyone at the main exit gate. After the police officer left, the doctor turned back to think. Here's what we are gonna do. He said, I will bandage your arm. Then we will go to my office and I will x-ray it. The doctor put a sealed bandage from a white cabinet while I am wrapping your arm. I want you to read that sign over there. Slowly, Dick looked at the sign. Why, my eyes are okay, he said. The doctor opened the package. I want to make sure you don't have confusion. Start reading. He said as he began wrapping Dink's arm with a long bandage. Dink started reading how to avoid the sunstroke. Always, first, always use sunblock. Second, wear a hat. Third, don't stay out in the sun too long. Fourth, avoid the strenuous, strenuous exercise on hot day. You're a good reader, Dink. The doctor said, finish it, finish it with the wrapping, wiggling your finger for me. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Dink wiggled his finger and looked at his arm. The bandage went from his wrist to his elbow. A small metal clip held the end of the bandage in place. Not too tight, is it? The doctor asked. No, but the, the bandage appears weird. The doctor said, how we will call in your father? He's my friend's father. Dink explained. The doctor stepped over to the tent door and investigated the other inside. How's your boo-boo? Joshi asked. Dink across his eyes. I'd like to x-ray Dink's arm in my office. The doctor told Mr. Hasway, can you follow me to the hospital? Of course. Mr. Hasway said, you want to leave right now? The sooner the better. The doctor told him, glancing at his watch. My replacement will be here in a few minutes. The crew left the tent and walked towards the main exit. Think noticed, noticed an empty space between Presto Pizza and the lemonade tent. Frank and his hot dog cart had vanished. At the exit, a line of people stood around mumbling. Two police officers were blocking the closed gate. The woman with yellow hair who had been sitting in front of Dink was talking. One of the her face was here, and she looked angry. I demand to be read out of this park. The woman said through clenched teeth. Please, you will all have to stay here just a little while longer. The other officer explained, we need to wait for Miss Green. Come on, follow me, the doctor said. He put his hand on Dink's shoulder and guided. him toward the front of the line. Yeah, doctor. The Hayatak recognized poked his head into the first aid tent. Hello, officer. Look, I have to get this patient to my office pronto. Dr. Fleming said his hand still resting on Dick's shoulder. He has a hurt arm and a possible contusion. No problem, doctor, the officer said. He nodded to his partner, who pushed the gate open. Dink, Josie, Rose, her father, and Dr. Fleming walked through. Chapter 4. I'm parked in that rut, Mr. Hasway said as they crossed the street. A blue station wagon. Me too, Dr. Fleming said. Mine's a red jeep. The hospital is about a mile down Main Street. The kids and Mr. Hasway followed the red jeep away from the park and south on Main Street. How's that arm? Mr. Hasway asked. It's okay, thanks, Dink said. Sushi let out a big sigh. Some people will do anything for attention, he said. A few minutes later, Dr. Fleming pulled into a small parking lot in front of a Hartford hospital. He parked heavily. Mrs. Way parked in a visitor space, and they all crammed out. Dr. Fleming led the group through a side door and down a long corridor, 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 corridor. It took an elevator to the third floor, then went down another hallway. Dr. Fleming pushed open open a door with the X-ray printed in green letter. Everyone walked in, and Dr. Fleming pointed to some chair. You folks, you folks can wait here while I get a comfortable X-ray. He said, this should only take 10 minutes or so. Dr. Fleming led the Dink through a door into a smaller room, pointing to a table covered with a white sheet. He told the foot a red apron over Dink's chest. Dink laid his head on a small pillow and stared up at the ceiling. He could hear Dr. Fleming opening and closing drawer and cupboard. Then Dick saw an X-ray machine slide over the table. Dr. Fleming's face appeared next to the machine. Now I want you to write Betty's here. He said. He said. He placed Dick's arm across his chest. When I say one, hold your breath, rest it out. When I say two, Dr. Fleming's face disappeared from a few feet away. He said one. Think held his breath. He heard something click. Then Dr. Fleming's voice said, two, you can press now. Dr. Fleming stepped next to the table again. I'm going to get a look at this in the other room. He said, be back in a jiff, jiffy. Be back in a jiffy. Link counted the ceilings higher until Dr. Fleming returned. This shot is too lurid, 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 he said, dropping an X-ray on a table. He grabbed a flat red mask, marker and drew a big X over the X-ray. I will have to shot another one without a bandage. Dr. Fleming began removing the bandage from Dick's arm. See that sign over there? He asked Dink, read it to me, please. Dinky read the sign. It was about drinking milk to make your bones strong. There, Dr. Fleming said as he dropped the, the unrolled bandage on the table next to Dink's shoulder. He pos- positioned Dink's arm again. Rise here and hold your breath. Sit here, I tell you, breath. Dink did as he was told, and after a minute, Dr. Fleming came back and asked him to sit up. After I develop this one, you are free to go, he said. Okay, this one is much clearer. Dr. Fleming said a few minutes later, the arm looks fine, but I will put the bandage back on. No baseball for a few days. Okay? Think what as Dr. Fleming wept his arm. You should have your one doctor take a look at this, he said. Then Dr. Fleming opened the door and asked the other to come in. He showed Mr. Hasway the X-ray. No fracture at all. He said probably just strained it when he fell. I have to go see my doctor, Dick told Josie and Ross Rose. We should take the X-ray, with us, Mr. Hasway said. Of course, Dr. Fleming said he found a Razi envelope in a drawer and slipped the X-ray inside. Can I have the other one? Dick asked. The, the one that you say was no good? No, I will just drew. Sure, why not? Dr. Fleming said he it slide, slid it into the envelope with the other X-ray and handed it to Dink. Don't stand up on any more moving. Carousel, he said. Chapter 5. That evening, Dink ate dinner in front of the TV with his parents. His mother cut his meat for him and made it favorite cookie for dessert. Dessert 맞거든? Dessert. His bandaged arm was resting on a pillow that he held on his lap. Dick's father winked at him. Some kids will do anything to get out of their chores. He said, Look, there's a Penelope Queen. Look, there's a Penelope Queen. Dick's mother said. He turned up the volume on the TV. A reporter was interviewing the singer about the shift of her diamond pendant. You could see the white penguin trailer behind them. It was a gift from someone special. Penguin said, I shocked and angry that anyone would steal it. I'm sure you must feel terrible, the reporter said, but your pen feel awful too. Will you give another concert tomorrow? No, I'm too upset, Penelope said. I can't think of singing right now, even from my royal pen. I will make sure everyone get refund. refund. The camera wrapped Penelope's face. Well, that's the story. The reporter the reporter said into the camera. Someone wearing a penguin mask stole Penelope Queen's princess necklace while asking her for an autograph. The phone rang. Dink's mother answered it, then handed the portable phone to Dink. Hello, he said. Did, did you see Cat? Rose asked. That Sif was one of her pen. I know, Dink said. Pretty rotten. Dink stared ahead. He was trying to remember something when Rose said, Dink, are you there? Yeah, he said. Listen, come over tomorrow after I get back from the doctor's, okay? Just as Dink hung up, the phone rang again. Hello. I think it was that hot dog guy. Josh exclaimed. He had autograph book, remember? Lots of people there had autograph book, Dink said. Then he remembered something. Josh, after we came out of the first aid tent, the hot dog cart was gone. See, I told you. So she said, that guy with the hairy finger is the thief. Maybe, Dink said, can you come over tomorrow so we can talk about it with Rose? He asked. What time is the is it? What time is lunch? Just asked. Think roughed and hang up. Think's father shut off the TV and picked up a book. Seeing the book made Dink remember the yellow-haired woman who had been sitting in front of him during the concert. She had been holding an autograph book, and she seemed pretty mad at the cop for not letting her leave the park right after the set. At 10 o'clock the next morning, Link and his mom drove to the family medicine clinic on Main Street. The re- recep- receptionist, reception, the receptionist brought them to Dr. Bright, 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 Dr. Bright's office. Dr. Bright, Bright snapped on a pair of rubber gloves. Dink handed him the envelope containing the X-ray. What's this? Dr. Bright asked, holding up the X-ray out. Exit out X-ray. The other doc took that one while I had the band-aids on. Didn't didn't he explain it? He said it was too blurry, so he did another one with my band-aids off. Dink pointed to the envelope. Dr. Frey Ray to slid the X-ray back into the envelope and pulled out the other one. He attached it to a right bolt and examined things unborn. I see nothing in this X-ray except healthy bone, Dr. Bray said. I think you just puff, puff, spurt, spurt, mm, minor sprain, spurt a minor sprain thing. Dr. Braid unwrapped King's bandage and examined his arm. He cleaned the scratch and put on a sterile band-aid. No spot for a few days, kiddo. Sterile. Is that and stay of carousel. carousel. Chapter 6 Later in Dink's room, Ross read in green brown newspaper across Dink's desk. There was a large photograph of Penelope Quinn and a drawing of her penguin necklace. Under the picture, the caption read, Penelope's penguin pendant Holonid. What's Polonid? What's Polonid? Joshi asked. He was a prophet on things, bad with things, guinea pig, Loretta on his chest. I don't know. Thinks that reaching for his dictionary, he flipped to the P section and ran his finger down the page. Cloning means to steal. He said after a minute. Though Joshi said, I could have figured that out. Then why didn't you? Dick asked, grinning at Joshi. Listen to what Penelope had told the wrap-up. Miss Rose said, reading the Penelope under the picture, I always sign autograph during my intermission. I was signing and thanking my pen when suddenly someone grabbed my necklace. It all happened so fast. Before I could read the thief was running away. We were almost to witness. Joshi said, except that the necklace didn't get stolen until we are on the carousel. Think reminded him. Joshi aimed a crooked smile at him. 이렇게 펼치고 있고 여기 누워서 기니피가 앉고 있고 사진 찾고 있고. Actually, one, two of us were on the carousel. He said, you were falling off. I didn't do it on purpose, Joshi. Think said, rubbing his arm. The throat was still bleeding. It says Penelope stood by the gate as each person left the park. She said, but she didn't recognize the thief. Maybe the guy split right away. So she said, he prolonged blowing the necklace, then took it out of the park before they closed the gate. 엔젤라, 너 숙제 쓴 거 가지고 와. 다 해봐야 10줄 정도밖에 안 되는 걸 1시간 가까이 쓰고 빨래 핑계를 대고 일어나는 건 말이 안 돼. 다 쓴 거 가지고 와. 3줄 썼니? 3줄은 썼니? 한 줄 쓰는데 20분씩 걸리니? 쓰자, 니 거. Think told Rose about the missing hot dog cut. You mean it just disappeared? Asked Rose. Think shrugged. It was gone when we arrived to the first aid tent. He said, I was right. So she said, just think, the same finger that served our hot dog stole Penelope Queen's necklace. Might have. Think said, but do you guys remember that woman sitting in front of me during the concert? Bruce Rose and Joshi shook their head. Well, there was this woman with an autograph book. Think said, as soon as Penelope Queen announced the intermission, she ran up to the Stacy. Then when the cops were stopping everyone at the exit, she got all mad at them. Maybe she stole the diamond penguin. Penelope never said it was a man. Rose commented. She glanced back at the newspaper. She just told the report someone stole her necklace. So it could have been a man or woman. Think said. Even a tall kid. Maybe Penelope Quinn remembered something else about the trip today. Lucy Rose said she was so upset yesterday she could have forgotten something important. Why don't we go talk to her? Just like that, Joshi said. This big star isn't gonna talk to their kids. Lucy Rose grabbed her newspaper. Well, I think she will meet me at my house in 5 minutes. But I'm hungry, Josie said. Don't you people ever eat? When Russell was already out the door, Tink took Loretta from Josie and put her back in her case. Come on downstairs, he said. Mom made some peanut butter cookie last night. Josie jumped off the bed. Finally, someone think of me, he said, following Dink out of the room. Dink found a note on the kitchen table. Gone with Dad, the backbreaker. Mom, Dink turned the note over and wrote a message of his own. Gone with Josie and Rose. Be backbreaker, Dink. He and Josie each ate 2 cookies with milk. Dink took the last 2 as they headed out out the door. Chapter 7. Okay, I'm finished chapter 7.